Welcome to Pod Save America. I'm John Favreau.
Yeah, Pfeiffer.
On today's show, everyone seems to be doing the Trump dance. As FBI Director Christopher Wray goes down without a fight, Democrats start flattering Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg sponsors the inauguration. Trump, meanwhile, admits he might not be able to bring down prices after all during his Big Time Man of the Year interview, an honor he celebrated at the New York Stock Exchange on Thursday by telling Wall Street he cut their taxes. Welcome to your populist realignment, Dan. But first, we have some actual good news.
No, stop.
It's real. I'm not a joke.
It's December 2024, right?
It is.
Okay. All right. Cool. It's been a while.
The White House announced on Thursday that President Biden made history by granting clemency to nearly 1,500 people and pardoning 39 others, the largest single-day clemency action in modern history. The 1,500 number is people who had largely been living out lengthy sentences in home confinement because of the pandemic and already had been reintegrated in their communities. Those sentences were commuted. The 39 pardons went mostly to people convicted of nonviolent drug offenses when they were younger and who have since turned their lives around. What do you think of the move? Pretty good, huh?
Love it. It's great. I saw that this morning when I woke up way too early as usual, and it was great news. And it's sort of what we've been waiting for. Like every time you have a transition from the president of one party to the president of the next, the outgoing president furiously spends that last 2 months trying to get as much done as they possibly can, fireproof their accomplishments, use the powers they have, and pardons is a big part of it. And it had felt for the last couple of weeks like that was not happening. I'm sure it was happening internally because they didn't just come up with these pardons yesterday. Like they've been working on this for a long time. Yeah. But it was good to see sort of that outgoing use of power in a way that was consistent with the president's values and protecting people from a dangerous thing that's going to happen when Trump takes over.
In the statement, the White House also said that there would be further action in the days to come. The Office of the Pardon Attorney, part of the Justice Department, has received nearly 12,000 requests for clemency during Mr. Biden's term. In 2022 and 2023, he pardoned anyone in federal prison for marijuana possession. He can also, and has been urged to, pardon or commute sentences of others convicted of nonviolent drug offenses who are in federal prison. Some people have urged him to commute sentences for the 40 people who were on death row in federal prison and reduce those sentences to life without parole so that they don't get the death penalty. Yeah, so altogether, he has issued, I think, 26 individual pardons and 135 commutations. So what do you think? What do you think is going to be next? What do you think should be next?
I hope it's the 40 death row inmates. Joe Biden, this has kind of been lost history, but Joe Biden was the first modern president elected who was an opponent of the death penalty.
It's the upside of his Catholicism.
But it's just,
I said that because he was obviously not as pro-choice as he is now throughout most of his life, largely due to him being raised a Catholic.
But obviously there are only 40 inmates on death row in federal penitentiaries. There's huge numbers of them in state prisons, but it would send a powerful signal to do that on his way out the door. So I certainly hope that is something that is on the list of things they're actively considering over the last month here.
And it seems like from all kinds of reporting now, since last time we talked about it, that he's still considering preemptive blanket pardons for some folks on Trump's enemies list. And Trump has now talked about the January 6th committee, talked about Jack Smith. So I guess we'll wait and see if he does that.
Did you see that Benny Thompson said he'd take one?
I did see Benny Thompson say he'll take one. You know what? Which I respect. All these people playing coy, Adam Schiff being like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea. Yeah, Adam Schiff, you're going to take it.
Please, don't give me a pardon. That's me winking for those listening to it on their phones.